Hello, my friendly acquaintance. I got in the mood to make my own butter. I don't know why. I used to make my own butter and cheese years ago. I just haven't had I guess it would be the will to do it. Just had no desire, but I just wanted to get back into making some original things that I eat on a regular basis. And when you start making things, when you start making your own stuff, you start having appreciation for where that stuff comes from. So I used to make my own cheese, I used to make my own butter, and but I never did a video about it. So this video is how I made butter today. Hope you learned something. You first start out with some heavy cream. I got that from Whole Foods. Put it in a taller mixing bowl. Get a traditional mixer. You can use one or two of the mixing thingies on it. Put it in a bowl and start mixing. It's going to turn into whipped cream first, and then you'll see, like right there, it's turning into whipped cream. You can put it on desserts. Then it gets really thick. Keep doing it until it clumps. And there we go. There's the clumping right there. You can see it just kind of breaking up. It's not as smooth as the whipped cream. And then it'll start kind of like getting solid, and it'll be harder actually to mix. Now you can take a spatula and turn it into a ball, which is pretty darn cool. At this point you have to keep it cold, otherwise the heat from your hands will melt it. Now you can squeeze it, and you're basically what they call washing the butter, and what's coming out of it is buttermilk. If you are a baker, you can save that buttermilk for baking bread, cookies, whatever you want, pancakes. But you're squeezing the buttermilk out of it, and what's left is the butter fat, hence the yellowish looking color. One of the things you can do is put it in a cotton cloth or a cheesecloth and squeeze it as well, and just twist it, and that buttermilk will come flying right out of there. One of the mistakes that people make when making butter is they don't wash the butter enough, and you have to keep chilling it so the heat from your hands doesn't melt. But it will last longer the more you get the buttermilk out of it. You really want to be left with just the butter fat. Squeeze it until it's solid. It will almost go to 50% of the size after you finish washing it. And then take it out of the cloth and just stick it in a little ceramic container there. And what you want to do is you just always want to keep chilling it. You want to keep chilling it. Otherwise, like I said, heat, even the room temperature, will soften it. You don't want it soft, like melty. You don't want that. Well, you just watched me make some homemade butter. About an hour later, it's been rolled up in parchment paper, and here we go. So let's put some on some toast and see how it tastes. Fresh homemade butter. On some toast. You can cook with it, spread it on stuff. And then on the other half, I'm just going to put some cloudberry jelly. Let's just try the butter side first. Once you make your own butter, you can't go back to commercial stuff. You really can't. Unless you buy it from a farm where they make it there. Unreal. Unreal. Now with the cloudberry. I think my gestures are showing my exact opinion of this. And still dripping a little bit. It's still, the buttermilk is still coming out of it because I probably didn't squeeze it enough and wash it enough. But with that buttermilk, obviously you can bake with the buttermilk. Out of this world. Try it. Try making your own butter. You'll feel like really useful. You'll feel, it'll demystify what butter really is. Excuse me. When you start making your own stuff, growing your own stuff, fishing for your own meat, hunting for your own meat, sourcing your own food, everything changes. You have so much more appreciation for fresh food. It's amazing. Try it. Make your own butter.